Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, United States of America.
Planet Earth.
We are back with another edition of Bar-jutsu Live. I'm Jim, just Jim, and that's it. Nothing real special about it. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. But with me is the one making the blowjob face over there, the Hartford Whalers shirt, man who needs no introduction, but he does need a razor. And scruffy there.
I am Scruffy McGruff and what's up, everybody?
Aaron Romeo, what's going on?
Bar-jutsu Live.
Just that's it. And then the beautiful.
I like nice feet and booty.
Oh my God, terrible. And with us, to his right, to your screen on the left, the beautiful, talented, and what does that say? God's
favorite.
God's favorite, the one and only Layla Page. We are without. Hey, wait, who's supposed to be here? Is somebody supposed to be sitting next to me? Because there's a spot, and we're missing someone. Who is it?
Nene.
Yeah, Amanda Nene, where are you? Oh, what are you talking about? The beautiful, the talented, the lovely Amanda Nene. What's going on? Look at her. She's so pretty. Drinking her beer and everything. What's up, Nene? How's it going? You doing all right? Cat's got her tongue, so no calling me stupid tonight.
That lost for words.
Man, Nene. So we got a great show. We're I like you. It's so. Aaron Romeo has no idea what we're talking about, but Amanda Nene's here.
I bet you're the type to make yourself laugh.
Oh my God! It's so. I'm waiting for her to I'm waiting for a message or something like that. But her in the studio is Amanda Nene. Now we got news, we got sports, we got weather, we got Aaron Romeo just fucking
up the news,
messing up shit and fucking shit up. And Layla Page is going to be doing a WrestleMania recap because we were supposed to do it like last week, but 2 weeks. Fucking what happened in Pittsburgh?
we had a mini tornado.
Was it mini? Because it looked fucking massive.
I would say they said about 80-mile-per-hour winds. Now, if we look into our tornado tutorials or tornado history,
I'm just asked why you're yelling.
FC rays can be 80 miles per hour or to like 100 miles per hour.
Nene, Aaron's talking right now. Excuse me. He's talking right now. No, I'm trying to. Amanda Nene was interrupting you. I was trying to tell her that you're talking right now. So. But all right, so mini tornado. I know, right? You know, I'm such an idiot. Anyways, before we get into that, I'm glad that you were looking it up. Before we get into that, let's give a shout out to our sponsors. Obviously, we are Meineke Presents. So I'm going to give a big shout out to Meineke Car Care over there in Castle Sand and Pleasant Hills. If you are experiencing any auto problems, somebody sticks sugar in your gas tank, or somebody takes a shit on the hood of your car, take it to Meineke. They put bologna, yeah. Yep, and on a cold day, they put chewing gum on the windshield. Fuckers. Give Meineke a call.
Pay first, pay the rest later, because it might take so much to pry off your.
Oh man, somebody got his medication up. Yep.
And the feeling where you can't get it off your windshield. So like bird food, you got bird food that can sit there for the sun.
And we got to speak up tonight because we got a live crowd behind us.
If you had bird poop on your car sitting there in the sun for days, and it's there for so long, you might.
Right, Nene. Well, he's talking. Let him talk. Let him do his spot. Also, if you are down in the rut and you're just pissed off at the world and, tired of masturbating every Thursday and Friday night to the Golden Girls reruns, and you want to do something with your life,
Lance Devereaux was a bad
crack open an Iron City beer. Enjoy life. So drink responsibly. Also, if you get past that point where you're way too depressed, you just want to shoot something, KMC Firearms is your go-to for the. We're the worst fucking Worst spokespeople for companies out there. Also, we have a new sponsor. Along with Fista Productions. They're not together. Fista, they put out a really good new game. Uh, uh, we talked this week with a new company, RPGme. You may have seen it all over Facebook, blast and all that. I'm really excited. I spoke to William Arnett, not that Will Arnett, one from movies, not Lego Batman. Uh, and guess what? Aaron Romeo, have you ever had this fantasy of being a video game playable character? Well, guess what, buddy? Keep dreaming because it's not going to happen. Nobody gives a fuck about you, but they give a fuck about Layla and me. So today was the start of their Kickstarter. And if you go to our video, you can click on their link. And you can go to their Kickstarter. I donated, because they're going to eventually, whenever they start kicking off, they're going to make the Bar-jutsu kind of. I guess you could say Bar-jutsu cheap, but we're going to call it something different. Maybe we'll go for names. But this one's going to be an RPG game, so it's going to feature the four of us. Me, you, and Mananini here. Mananini, all right? We're going to be playable characters that go bar to bar and fight people. But you know how much you know about RPG. Not get propelled grenades.
It's where they would have to figure out the rules or figure out screws that you run into people and stop and teach the character, and they would tell you clues or give you a gift
That's
or give you like
Playroom.
there's Oblivion.
It is sort of, but yeah,
It's Skyrim.
it's like think about like Final Fantasy and stuff like that,
Final
where
Fantasy.
you're going from quest to quest. When you encounter people, instead of it being like punch kick, you have an option to choose. Okay, I'm gonna punch this guy in the face, kick this guy in the nuts. I lick his asshole. There's gonna be all these.
N64 Hybrid Heaven, like that.
Yes.
You remember when you would stop and fight the aliens that escaped, the creatures that escaped out of the place.
But scratchy, a little scratchy there. But yeah, so fucking, but, guys, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. Hey, my armor on needy, it's great. I love it.
Like driving.
I can't because she's in front of me. I can't reach into this. But anyways, yeah. So RPGme, once they kick off and they get their goal, I think it's 20,000. They are well on their way. They're going to make the next Bar-jutsu official game, and I am super excited. So I think it's basically what it is. It's supposed to be like hey, I made a gift for you, and you can play yourself, But we're gonna turn this into let's fucking kick it off as a game. It's RPGme. Check them out in our link. It's below. You can click on it. You can go like them. Tell them that they're fucking awesome, and we do. We love it. All right. Enough of the sponsors. Blah, 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 blah. Aaron Romeo, what's in the news? Fucking piece of shit. Miserable fucking dick licker. Stop.
What's in the news? Well, the Pope Francis passed. Recently, the Pope Francis passed away. Now they're looking to elect a new pontiff, and so now on Tuesday they're like getting together, like going into like different places, seclusion, basically to decide how to vote for a new pontiff, and that's what we're hearing. So
That's a lot of white smoke.
yeah, it's very.
Isn't that what happens when they put up the smoke? White smoke means they voted for a new pope.
Who one was elected?
What do you think about that, Miss? I don't believe in God yet. I'm his favorite or her favorite, whatever you want to do.
Why don't they do that for America? Like whenever the president, everybody,
They do.
they do.
It just comes in flames in other liberal cities. They burn down buildings and cars. It's the same thing.
So I've seen this video. Talking about it. So,
Some water.
say Pope,
Pope.
and then yes. Say yes. The word
Yes.
So put the two words together. What is it?
Yes.
Popius.
Obvious.
Popeyes. Us. I don't know. Popeyes. I like it.
I see this video and this girl's like yelling, "Oh, yes, oh, yes." If I say it loud, she's gonna break correct.
Oh, Mimi, you nuts. Love. You're the best. You're adorable. Look at her. She's so cute. Drinking her beer. You guys can't see shit. It's hilarious. Alright, so new Pope, old one's dead. You know, it's gone. Talking about the tornado. Nobody really gives a shit about that. And nobody gives a shit about the NFL draft. I want to get into
Wasn't that supposed to be here?
what?
So,
It is. It's going to be here next year, 27. No, 27 is Washington, D.C.
I guess they're trying to do it down at the point.
They're going to do a draft at the point.
That's what I heard on this.
What a shitty city for this fucking to happen. It's such a fucking shithole. There's going to be so many things. Watch. Prediction. Eminent domain is going to be very popular in the next 12 months. You know what that is? Eminent domain is when. Correct me if I'm wrong, Meanie. Okay. If the government feels that there's a land, like you own a land, all right, and it would be doing better in the hands of a corporation that could turn a business into that land and create like profit money for it could boost the economy and stuff. If they again, like I said, I'm going back to civics and social stuff. So you own this land and somebody comes in and tries to buy it, and you say no, they can say, well, fuck it. We're going to take it anyways, and we may give you a portion of what we thought it was worth. So they like a reasonable amount of what it's worth. No, eminent domain, that has been around for centuries. Yeah, it's just a way for the government to say, hey, you got a really nice piece of land here. We could build onto this and make a park. Or like a whatever. And you're like, no, I really like this land. Yeah. Or a highway, right? They're like, hey, we could make a bypass through your fucking living room. You're like, fuck you. The government goes, fuck me? No. Fuck you. It's ours now. And they just take it. They just take it. Eminent domain.
I remember the old houses that shifted.
I do believe that was eminent domain. They paid checks. They sent payments to everyone. They were like, get out. You have this time to get out. Eminent domain. Watch it. Coming to you soon. Theater near you. But WrestleMania happened like 7 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. Whatever the fuck it was. Terrible. I don't watch wrestling. I haven't watched it in 22 years. Layla Page. We take it to you. Give us a little recap.
Just with Randy Orton's match. Randy Orton's been in the industry for like 20-something years. He had a match where he had like a surprise opponent and he wore like his throwback gear, like back in the day he wore like it was like navy blue and like gold like trunks.
And let me guess, I know exactly what you're talking about, but let me guess, everybody watching was like, okay, because they weren't around when he was wearing it.
Made him into a speedo and shit. Like, everybody's waiting for his surprise opponent. Was fucking, probably don't even know who it is. Joe Hendry. It's this fucking loser from TNA.
No, I don't know.
And he does this lame ass fucking song when he comes out and does this.
You know what?
I hated every fucking moment of it.
Is he the little white guy with the like crew cut hair that like people were talking? He comes out of the bathroom and he's like,
yes.
I saw videos and I was like, why do they keep promoting this guy? Who is this?
Douche.
So
he looks like a douche.
I'm guessing Randy Orton went over.
Oh yeah, it was a squash match. It was over in like 5 minutes. They could have given him a better opponent for his 20th anniversary or his 20th WrestleMania. I'm pretty disappointed.
Is that the opener?
No.
What was the open match?
I can't even remember. Hold on.
Did your dude wrestle? And when I say the fact that you would know is it
Plus.
good. She's terrible. What a pig.
Plus. So there was a triple threat match with Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and CM Punk. You know how Paul Heyman, he was like a Roman Reigns guy for like 2 or 3 years or whatever.
I guess he
And
jumped on
he was a
CM
CM Punk guy, so he was also a CM Punk guy at some point. He turned on both of them and gave them both
Tyler Black.
hello to Tyler Black.
See, none of you guys know that. When I was a wrestler, I wrestled with Tyler Black in AIW. He went to WWE and he became Seth Rollins. You're still Tyler to me, piece of shit, skinny ass motherfucker.
Jey Uso had a match with Gunther. I'm not sure if you know Gunther.
No, either.
Jey Uso, he's Rishiki's son. Pretty nice.
Rikishi?
I thought it was Rishiki.
Rikishi, he's dead.
Oh, he's not.
Isn't it? Didn't he die? Oh no, Umaga died.
Yeah, Umaga died. Who did the stink face?
Did who won that? Who went over?
Jey Uso.
Of course. Because I don't know who the other guy is. Gunther?
Gunther, he's been like Intercontinental Champion for like
9
months.
I've said this so many times on the show, and people are tired of hearing it. What, Nini? No, we're gonna. But I've said it so many times on the show. When the Intercontinental title used to be a fucking, it was the staple of the company. Like the world title you gave to Hogan because he was the big name, and everybody wanted to be him. But the true boys in the back, they knew that the Intercontinental Championship was the title to be. Like even in what was the name of the movie, the Von Erichs? Was it the Iron Fist, Iron Claw thing? They hype up. They're like, you're going to be the next Intercontinental Champion. To carry Von Erich.
Yeah.
And they made it a big deal.
That was a great movie.
It was a great movie, and a lot of people didn't catch that. They weren't like, why? Like, okay, why isn't he going for world champion? They're like, why are they making? Because they didn't really say, the Intercontinental Championship is the big deal. So they talk about making him the champ in the movie. He did. He was one of the greatest Intercontinental champions. He was never Intercontinental champion.
No.
He was United States champion for about 4 minutes.
I feel like he had that, but I'm like,
he had that stupid spinner thing. Terrible.
John Cena, speaking of John Cena, he beat Cody Rhodes for the undisputed championship.
So is he still champion to this day, or did he drop?
John Cena, yeah. And he's on a retirement.
I was going to say, the guy retired.
He's retiring this year.
He went in front of millions of people and said, dude, I'm done. I've done what I can.
He broke the record. Like, he beat Ric Flair's record.
Oh, and how much of a spit in the face is that? 17 times. You know what's funny about that? To be the 17-time champion means that you've lost it 16 times. You've sucked 16 times. Fucking loser.
But yeah, no, he's undisputed champion now. And then a couple weeks ago, years ago, Randy Orton and John Cena has like this pretty like.
They had a great feud.
So they're trying to bring it back. John Cena's in the ring, talking shit.
That was the big meme joke.
And then you see Randy Orton, setting up for like the RKO in the back, and everybody's fucking cheering, losing the line. And then John turns around, you hear him say, "Oh shit!" And then Randy puts him in the RKO. I'm like, I can't wait for this. Well, sounds great.
That's when I got into an argument with Randy Orton on the fucking phone.
I love Randy Orton.
I think I might have told you that story, but I had posted. Somebody created a picture of two topless guys. It was in sepia. Is that how you call it? Sepia. What's the tone? The old style tone. Somebody had posted a picture of the two of them. It was clearly like Photoshop. They were spooning as they were talking, and I tweeted it. And I tagged them both, and I said, "Hey, happy anniversary, boys! Proud of you. Keep it going." It's like 3:00 in the morning, and this guy who was like traveling with them was like, "Yo, hey!" I was like, "Hey, what's up?" And at 3:00 in the morning, I thought somebody was dead because that's what I got. I always get the 3:00 in the morning call. Such and such died. Eddie died. Whatever. Blah blah blah. He's like, "Yo, Randy's really pissed off about that picture you posted." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Fuck him." And he's like, "Oh, man, dude." And he was on the phone. It was a 3-way call. So I was like, "Fuck him. I'll post whatever the fuck I want." He's like, and it was Randy. I was like, "Hey, Randy, why don't you go fuck yourself?" And he hung up. Yeah, he hung up. And Rod, yo, Dude, I was like, fuck him, man. Fuck you for calling me at 3 o'clock in the morning and telling me Randy Orton pissed off about some picture that I didn't even fucking create. Yeah. He was like, yeah, sorry.
But yeah, like everybody thinks that they're bringing back the Randy Orton Johnson feud, which I hope they do. That's fucking nostalgic.
Yeah, it is. It goes up there with I will admit that feud goes up there with Stone Cold Hitman feud. That was pretty good. What, Nene?
And then
Just thinking the same thing.
AJ Styles and Logan Paul had a match.
How that go? AJ Styles is
I love it.
he's one of the nicest. He's so tiny. He's like stop. He's up to the here on Nane's shoulder, but he gets up on the shoulder.
Yes, okay.
You're good. But yeah, he I used to wrestle with him. He would come into Erie and we would do a show up there, and he was so nice. He's a funny dude. He used to have real short hair and everything. Yeah, he's an awesome
It
dude.
was like back in his like TNA days.
So,
Of course, Logan Paul won that one.
what was the main? Was it the John Cena?
No, I think John Cena and Cody Rhodes was the main for night 2. Night 1, I believe it was CM Punk, Roman Reigns, and Tyler.
How many tag team championships did
I'm not sure if they just have. I know at one point they had like SmackDown Tag Team Champions, Tag Team Champion. I think it's just Tag Team Champion.
So they had. I wish you were around for the '90s. In the '90s, the tag team division was huge. You had Hart Foundation, Demolition, Legion of Doom. Everybody came in. You know, everybody like that was that would tag team would take over world and intercontinental matches for the main and pay per views. It was huge. I mean, to watch like fucking Demolition and Hart Foundation go at it was amazing. And you look back at those matches and you're like, wow, Demolition's really out of fucking shape. They had like no muscle tone. They had nothing. Well, holy shit, could they fucking work? They were fucking amazing. And hold on.
The Stunner.
The Stunner, you're just saying words now. Hello. You like that? You're live on the air right now. You're live on the air right now. Say hi to everyone. You know what? I don't know if I picked it up. So, but everybody, Nene's on the phone. We have to figure this out. There's something called Video Ninja that I use for Fuck This Fucking Game, which will be airing tomorrow with Brit the Bullet. And we use that. So we're going to have to, because right now, Nene is on hiatus. I don't know if you can say it louder, but Nene, you are doing softball with the little Amelia.
Yes, I'm on sabbatical.
I had to ask if you died because I'm like, we haven't seen you in like a minute.
Alive. Not emotionally, but physically.
Well, all your fans miss you. They love you.
I know they do.
Awesome. All right, we're going to hang up so we can finish the show. All right, see ya. Bye.
And Dom Mysterio won in a fatal 4-way.
Who?
Dom Mysterio.
That dude's a complete joke. To be able to fucking take your old man's legacy and shit it down the toilet the way that Dom did.
Yeah.
What a fucking, way to go. Way to make Lucha Libre wrestling just fucking worthless.
And then whatever Scott Steiner's nephew, like the championship he had, Dom has. I can't remember what champion he was.
Scott Steiner's nephew wrestles? Is he big like Scott?
He's not big.
And what, he had a belt?
Yeah, he was champion for a while.
I think, did I look up the last name? Is there 21 titles in the WWE right now? I thought I looked it up and it said 21 championships. And then Vince McMahon, when's he coming back?
There's supposedly this rumor floating around the IWC that he's coming back, and that's why everybody that's why a bunch of people just let go. They're like, oh, Vince is coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
He's never coming back.
He's never coming back.
The only time you'll see him come back is in his funeral.
Oh,
He'll fucking wheel his coffin down to the ring.
So the Jey Uso and Gunther match, that was the heavyweight championship. Intercontinental is what Braun Breaker or Scott Steiner's happy about.
Wait. So there's a world championship and there's a heavyweight championship.
Yeah, there's the World Heavyweight Championship and then Intercontinental. Braun Breaker, Scott Steiner's nephew, had the Intercontinental. Jey Uso, Rikishi's son, is the one that won the World Championship.
What about?
And then they have Undisputed,
Oh my god.
WWE champion.
What about Kevin Steen or Stein or whatever? What's he have? Kevin Owens. Sorry.
He is out indefinitely from like a neck injury or something.
Oh, he's done.
Yeah, he's done. They said his recovery time's like 5 years.
How about that piece of shit? I don't even think he's on the air anymore. Corey Graves.
He's on NXT, I think.
But he got demoted.
To NXT.
And he is not happy. That was not a work.
20 active titles.
So there's 20 active titles. Holy shit. But going back to Sterling James Keenan, a.k.a. Corey Graves, yeah, I heard he had a little hissy fit. He was like, I'm taking my ball and going home. Man. Because they put better fucking people on the shows because he was trash.
Who does love Pat back?
Right. But Graves bought his way into WWE. He gave free drugs and money to fucking his buddies, got booked on shows, eventually fucking trained, and then because he was a piece of fucking shit, got injured too many times. He was trash. He was fucking garbage.
Met him a couple times. He's not.
He's not. He's a fucking. To me, he's a scumbag. Yeah, he's a straight fucking scumbag. But yeah, he's a complete scumbag, and he uses daddy's money to get what he wants. And, him and his fucking brother, they can go fuck themselves. They're fucking trash.
His brother used to work at my old workplace.
Yeah, he's a retard as well. Yeah, I said it, retard. Whatever. But you're like, I don't want to agree with that because eventually I'm gonna get back into the ring and I don't want to burn any bridges. Fuck that. Sorry, Nene. But she got answered there. Right? Chicken wing there or
Pile driver.
pile driver? Yeah.
Sorry, Nene.
She's gonna say, stop that. You stop that.
That's us.
That's exactly how she do it. She's gonna go, hey, I'll do the Nene while I'm you stop that. Don't do that. Can you tell I miss her?
Freaking depression.
I know. Oh my god. All right, so we talked about WrestleMania. So that was it. So nobody watched, nobody gave a shit. They came and went.
Oh, and then Ric Flair's daughter had a match. She lost. Because she was out with an ACL tear.
Charlotte Flair is the drizzling shits, and why people think that she's good.
She had a match with Tiffany Stratton, current champion, and that was actually the match of both nights, in my opinion. Tiffany Stratton, she was trained by Mr. Kennedy.
Ken Kennedy, or what? Ken Anderson?
Yeah, Ken Anderson
was probably hands down one of the greatest workers WWE's ever fucking liked.
Greatest on the mic too.
Randy Orton had him fucking fired because Randy Orton knew that he was stealing the spotlight. That dude,
I loved Mr. Kennedy.
He was amazing. For me to be a wrestler at the time when he was a worker, and to watch him and to mark out to him and be like, "Get out of your ass!" Disgusting. But when he would come, the entrance, calling for the mic work that he did, promos that he cut, in ring,
he was amazing.
In ring, and what screwed him over was that he went off script and said that he came out and cut a promo about being the next WWE champion, and they were like, see you later. Pack your shit.
Wow.
I love Mr. Kennedy, but Tiffany Stratton was trained by Mr. Kennedy.
I don't even know who that is.
She's a great wrestler.
Is she a slut?
She looks like Charlotte Flair's younger sister.
Oh, so she's a slut.
Younger sister.
Dude, what are you doing? Why would you do that?
But I'm like, if she was trained by Mr. Kennedy, she's great on the mic, she's great in the ring. She's gonna be big.
Fucking Israel. So look, summer is quickly upon us. And we've been so busy with our daytime jobs and all the shit that we're doing. And we got to bring back fucking cornhole, beer pong, and traveling bars. So I am opening it up. We are going to start going to different bars again. Now that fucking pandemic is over, we're going to go back and we're going to do our thing. And we're going to hit it up. I can't believe it's fucking 20 after 8 and the sun's still up. That's why I got this glare on the screen. So, but Aaron Romeo, We have been waiting 42 years for your fucking movie.
I know. I was thinking about that today. I was
And the
thinking about
roast.
another
And the roast of Aaron Romeo. I'm still waiting for my fucking ticket. The Carver boys are gonna come on here again soon. They messaged me, so for them I'll ask them about the follow up for what is it called? The Witches of
Brookstone.
Yeah.
Park Girl sequel.
So hopefully they're gonna be doing casting calls if they haven't already. Get that going. I personally, I'm not gonna lie to you. I want a part in the movie.
Yeah, that's what I
See that? I think you know who I think would be good. Little Amelia, Nini's daughter. I think she, if there was a spot for a kid in a movie like that, she'd be excellent because she has the foulest mouth. And she, like, even if it was a little scene where you were like, hey, can you tell me where this place is? And she'd be like, well, I was like fucking, a tour guide. Get the fuck out of my face.
That would be funny.
That would be fun. She would pull it off real well. They'd be like in one take. They'd be like that. She'd be like, can I do like 6 more takes just because it's fun?
Like, no, the first one.
Fucking real. So, but make sure you check out RPGme. Make sure if you got an extra few bucks, $5, $10, whatever you can, go because you, my friend, and you are going to be characters in the game. I can't wait. I can't wait to get the 4 of us in this fucking game. We can get, we can get if we can get secret unlockable characters, we get Billy Botta, we get Valance,
Yeah.
Pat Jones, get all the guys that are too busy because they don't give a shit about us anymore. Cut Jones, but
Arms. The episode of SpongeBob where you have the inflatable arms. That's what I want.
that's what fucking fantastic. Well, what else? What else is going on in Pittsburgh, Mr. Newscaster?
That's really good. There's different events. There's like dating events now. I still remember that dating event I mentioned.
Speaking of dating events. All right, no. That was Nene. I didn't do that. Nene. Speaking of dating events, have you ever dated someone? And if you're like, yes, hold on, let me finish. Have you ever dated someone? And after it went sour, the said person just decided to start rumors about you. How traumatizing were the rumors?
Sounds like something familiar.
I'm just wondering. What about you?
Yeah, wasn't
Experience any of that stuff?
Slap. Tried to
Fair, but I think I started like the big one with like my first ever boyfriend. It's like, remember when we were talking about how do we get revenge on an ex?
Yes.
That was mine.
So, it's just so recently, stuff has been coming up in people's lives. It's so petty. With this is going to go somewhere, and you're going to think it's going to be great. But if someone were to start a rumor about you that was untrue, what would your reaction be? I want to know. No, I don't want to hear it. I want to hear what your reaction would be.
I mean, if I was young, I think now I would just like brush it off. Like,
It's kind of acceptable.
So,
like, sure.
let's say I was dating somebody and I broke up with her and she started dating this guy. The guy doesn't really know me. Yet he starts to spread rumors about me because he's like, because he knows like I'm packing down there. Huge. My reaction, and I want to hear your reaction. I want you guys to go to the exact extreme. I think what I would do is first I would
Show my wiener.
yeah, I would sodium chloride. I would strip him down naked. I would take him out to like Route 51, probably about like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I would super glue his nuts to the strip. I'm talking like multiple layers of super. Well,
You're gonna let the person be partially dry.
yeah, and it would be great. It'd be great. But he'd be sitting there with his legs just like a little open and his nuts in a puddle of glue. And he'd still be passed out, so maybe, we'll prop him up a little bit. But then every like 10 minutes, I would put another coat on top of it. and his entire nutsack would just be glued to the street. I don't think that's extreme enough. Aaron Romeo, what would you do?
You know, put him on top of like a pile of like the fire ants.
No, I think the humility of being completely naked and your nuts glued to the street. You're gonna pee on. Whoa, calm down, dude. This is a family show. Don't get that extreme, dude. You killed me. You're such a Nini. Hold on, wait, hold on. You're such a passive. He's like, I'm like, dude, shit all over you, made you look terrible on social media. Aaron Romeo, what are you gonna do? And he's like, well, I would scold him in front of his pupils.
Sounds like people at work.
Right. I would tell him that he was bad, and I would say that I didn't appreciate it.
That's exactly like.
What you do. I mean, you gotta get up in there. You gotta do things like, okay, you creep up on him at night, knock him out when he's getting into his car, take a can of Freon, like duster, turn it upside down so you get the Freon out of it, put that shit in his asshole, and just spray it in your hair. I think my problem with you is that you don't have that heart. You're like, hey, I understand that you're currently
You don't have an ending.
you're currently balls deep in my girlfriend, and and you're talking trash on me in social media. If you could just stop, no, fuck you. I would not only would I do that when he was passed out, his nut glue was drying. I would get a professional tattoo artist to come in, fucking tattoo shit on his back that he didn't know. So like, my nuts are here because I screwed up. I put a paragraph on his fucking back. So everybody driving on 51 will be like, what does that say? Sorry, Nene. What does that say? Oh, Layla. Give us something good. Give us some juice. Revenge. What kind of revenge? Build it up that this discussion is about revenge. Sweet revenge. No, who gives a shit? He's gonna be like, I actually like that.
See, mine's just short and simple. I cut their dick off and make them eat it.
Nah, see, that's too simple. It's got to be creative. I want it to be creative.
Not that creative.
This is what I want. Okay, this is what I want you to do.
What I find porn stuff.
You're fucking no. Come on, third grade. They call it. They want you to fucking turn in your test report. Your fucking grades or whatever. I don't know. Porn. This is what I want. This is what I want to hear from you. I hear that the dude wakes up. You were all cool with him. You did your thing. He's in bed. He wakes up. He's got a rock hard because he slipped the Viagra in his fucking water. He's got the rock hard. He wakes up. The moment that he wakes up, he looks. You're standing at the door, and you pull a string. Once you pull that string, 2 fucking bricks come down. You can smack it. That's creative. Why can't you guys come up with that? You guys are so lame when it comes to revenge. And it doesn't have to be happiness. I'm all about the ends.
See, like, I have to think of it. Like, I'm a star kind of person.
I would love to go like NWA style or whatever and like sew his asshole together and just keep feeding. But not even sew, just like fucking like layers and layers of super glue. Sealing that fucker shut. And just giving him burrito after burrito and laxatives. Boy, soak it up, fucker.
Or what is it, magnesium citrate?
Yes. That's cherry flavored, so it's just fucking nasty. No diluted. No. Now the woman, you can't really do it as a woman because 2025, that would be me.
Just glue the vagina.
No. They like that. It's weird. This episode took a tangent like I never thought. Nene, what would you do? You don't want to talk about it? Remember? Fucking stop. Get out of here. Get out of here, lady. Get over here. Sorry, Nene.
Besides, I can't let them know my revenge in case this fucks up.
Yeah, wouldn't that be funny? Wouldn't that be funny if you actually did the swinging brick thing and some cop was watching this show and he went, bring up that case where, oh my God. Aaron Romeo, you fucking suck. But listen, I am excited. I can't. We're already at 40 minutes because we're gonna cut it short. We're gonna get out of here. But super excited. What do we want our fans to do after they watch this?
We want you to like, comment, share it, all that. Post it. So
I do like that. I like that. But also, we have a new sponsor. What do we want them to do? We want them to help out. We want the Bar-jutsu game to come out. All right, check out their Kickstarter. It's in the link below. You guys, we want you guys to, help them out. They're a new company. I really like it. I like what they do. They have some examples on their Facebook page of what they do. Man, it's pretty cool. It's definitely cool. But Layla Page, what's going on in the world of you? What's coming up soon? Anything? You going back to pole dancing? Adulting, making some money, buying new shoes,
Takes a
sewing 2 different pairs of pants together.
so the National Theater, best chicks together.
That's it. I love it. Me, I don't got shit about fuck it. But, we're cutting it short because I got to go home and I got to prep for tomorrow.
No, best.
What? Oh, let's hear it, please.
Their shoes, glue their shoes.
Their shoes?
Yeah,
That's nothing. They just slide right out of them.
super glue their favorite shoes to the ground.
That's terrible. That are expensive?
Replace their cologne with fart spray.
That's a good one. I would actually, not only that, not only fart spray, I would go as far as to collect fecal matter from my own fecal matter, melt it down, liquefy it, and create it into a perfume, put it in the bottle so that it's clear, spray it, and they're like, what is this? It's like, it's my ass, bitch. And that's what I would call it, my ass, bitch. I love it. Guys, that's it for Bar-jutsu Live tonight at Scarpaci's here in Washington, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, planet Earth, Milky Way galaxy. I know. Nene wants me to shut up. But look at her, she's so pretty. Oh, it's over here. All right. But that's it. I want to thank everybody for watching. It was a short show. But I want to thank Meineke Car Care in Pleasant Hills and Castle Shannon. Iron City Beer, please drink responsibly. KMC Firearms, don't shoot anybody that doesn't deserve it. Is that a proper play? Fista Productions and RPGme. From all of us here, Iron City and Bar-jutsu, guys, drink responsibly. He is. It's fucking driving me nuts. Show me all thrown off. But guys, we will be here. Scarpaci's next week. We'll see you later.